minute.
Listen, I know this isn't going to be very easy, but I was just out there all alone in the world, and I got so scared because all I could think about was how I had no place in this world, and then I just, out of nowhere, realized that there was one place in this world that I did belong in, and that was with you, so I flew and I took a taxi to get here, and I had to come see you, and thank God you're... Oh. Wait. I am so sorry, you're not... This is the house. I'm so sorry. Does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding.
You're
Looking for Daniel Harding. Yeah, he lives here, I thought, but... Oh. He doesn't, does he? Oh, I am so sorry. I am so embarrassed. Who is this crazy woman and what is she doing here? I just honestly thought he'd be here. I always thought he'd be here. Always. Do you know him? Big guy. Big, tall guy. Played basketball. All Eastern Maine. Center. Strong. Do you know him? Hockey too?
Whoa.
Oh, don't even answer that. I know that's a horrible question to ask somebody who lives in a small town, as if everybody in a small town knows everybody else. Oh, I can't believe I asked that. I don't live here anymore, but when I did, I hated it when people assumed I knew everybody in town just because it was small. It was worse than when they asked if we had plumbing way up there. Because, I mean, you know, people in small towns really don't know anyone any better than they do in big towns. You know that? I mean, you know who you know and you don't know who you don't know. Just like anywhere else. Oh, I'm so sorry to have bothered you. I was just so sure. When his parents passed away, he kept the house, I heard. He lived here. He stayed here, I thought. He was one of those who stayed. I didn't stay. I went away.
Most people do.
Yeah, and I guess he did too. I just never thought he would. Guess I lost track. You gotta hold on to people or else you'll lose them. Wish there was something you could keep them in for when you needed them. Oh, look, there he is. Perfect. Boy, it's cold out here. I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't believe I took a taxi here from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah,
It's 163 miles.
yeah. This place is a little farther away from things than I remember.
Why'd you do that?
Well, because I could only fly as close as Bangor and I needed to get to him as soon as I could.
Why?
Because I want to answer a question he asked me.
Oh?
Yeah, the last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question and I didn't answer him. And that's not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Well, it's being a little hard on yourself, don't you
He
think?
asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you...
Didn't answer him. No. Yeah. And that's why I'm here, to answer him. I mean, I didn't answer him at the time because I didn't have an answer. I mean, I was going off to college to do the things that I hope and dream, and then the night before I'm about to leave, he comes to me and he asks me, "Will you marry me?" I mean, come on, I was leaving in the morning. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him I'd have to think about it. I said I'd go home and I'd think about it overnight and I'd be back before the sun came up with an answer. And then I left. Left him standing right there. And then I didn't make it back before the sun came up with an answer at all.
Sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer. I just went out into the world, and that's not an answer, and I think that...
What?
I think he thought I'd say yes.
Well, a guy's probably not going to ask a girl that question unless he thinks she's going to say yes.
I know that, and I'm afraid he waited up all night waiting for me to come by, and I just want to tell him that I know now that you can't do something like not answer the question like the one he asked me. You can't do that to a person, especially to someone you love.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know if. I mean, we were kids. Yes. I did. I do. I feel like I dashed his hopes and dreams.
You give yourself too much credit. You're just young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young. Everybody starts out young, so everybody gets their hopes dashed. And besides, I don't think you really dash his hopes, because if you dash somebody's hopes, well, that's kind of a nice way to let them down. Because it hurts, but it's quick. And after you'd have said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't say no. Said nothing. Didn't say anything. And that's killing hope the long, slow, painful way. So it's still there, just hanging on. It never really goes away. And that's kind of like giving somebody a little less air to breathe every day. Till they die.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Goodbye. Oh, and I'm so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, I was out there all alone in the world, and I realized what I'd done to him, to Danny, and that with him was my place in this world. Wait. You called me Hope. How did you know my name? Danny?
Hello, Hope.
Wow. Danny, I didn't
I
even
know.
recognize you. You're so
I know.
small.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of hope.
Danny, I am
Don't worry
so...
about it. Because you know what? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you'd be back with an answer to my question before the sun came up, and geez and crow, the sun's not even close to coming up yet. Only went down a few hours ago. It's good of you. So, taxi all the way from Bangor
Yep.
to tell me
Honey, Dan, honey. There.
just somebody who needs directions.
It's awful late for directions.
Yeah, Suzette, listen, I'll be in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
What?
I hope you find at Hope your place in this world. Bye.